Hey folks, Quilly18 here and welcome to more Let's Play Dwarf Fortress. It's been a few days since I've had a chance to record. Actually, it's been about 2 weeks because I was away for the holidays, but we are back in this baby. And I'm very, very excited because I think today our plan is to dig deeply and greedily. Trying to think like, what are my goals for this fortress? What would we like to do next? I mean, our population is already huge. The base is coming together fairly nicely. We've got lots of resources stockpiled. Let me just check, actually, speaking of this stockpile. I'm not just storing all rocks, am I? I'm hoping. Here, go away. Done. Stone. Yeah, no, good. Just metal ores, that's fine. And you do have a wheelbarrow, because I think we've created some. Yeah, that's okay. So, we've got some new bedrooms. We've got a little bit of furniture coming in. Not much, we've got that going on. So, if we keep descending, we eventually hit our cavern level where we've got a little bit of farming going on. There it is, right over here. So that's good. And presumably, we're assuming this is cavern layer 1. Everywhere you embark, there should be 3 cavern layers. There can be some weirdness depending on how much topsoil and things there is in an area, but generally speaking, there's 3 cavern layers. We're assuming this is cavern 1. Not sure if there's a good way to tell if there's any like specific identifying markers or anything like that. I'm not sure that there is. So we do have our little tunnel digging deeper and deeper and deeper, and our little explore tunnels. Okay, so we're going to be unpausing this in just a scooch. Maybe we've dodged a cavern level already. Maybe we haven't, but yeah, digging deeply and greedily. Perfect. All right, let's let that unpause and see how we feel. Marshal trans. Okay, I think these are all old messages. Let me go close those so I know what's going on actively right now. But yeah, a big group of people. Miner punches a giant cave toad. All right. Yeah, I did set up a little mining over here. There's the giant cave toad. I'm going to tell one of these groups to come and try to do a kill on that, just in case they're not around. But this miner must be in the military, because I think by default your civilians will run away. But if they're part of a military squad, then they will fight instead. Okay, that's hunting. That's all good. And yeah, so we're mining out a few things on this cavern layer, which is fine. How are we doing on logs? Something I sometimes run out of and I don't see coming. Okay, we don't have a ton. We can chop down logs down here, which is good. But I think what I'm going to do is I will issue a command to chop a bunch of logs on the surface. Because at this point, if we do get a big siege, I actually don't mind kind of sealing yourselves in for a while. So let's get a bunch of logs just stockpiled in. And then that way we still have the underground cavern should the need arise. But otherwise, I think we're in pretty good shape. Drinks, what's our drink limit set to? Brew drink from plant. Limit is 300. I'm actually going to bump it up to 400. Not that I really need it. So your dwarves drink 2 drinks per season. So with 400, that means we will have enough drinks for all of our dwarves for a season, which seems okay. Hopefully, like trying to brew 20 per day is sufficient. It should be. I mean, yeah, that number is fine, assuming it actually happens. Do we have multiple kitchens set up? I think we do. Or not kitchens, but stills. Yeah, there got a couple over here. I think I had another one right there. Good. Then they can work the jobs in parallel, and that seems all right. Fighting the Reacher. Yeah, looks like the human crossbowman is going pretty good. It's probably one of the people who joined our fortress for the purpose of eradicating monsters. Might just be someone added to our military squad who happened to be wandering around down there, but I suspect that's the case. I did remove some of the restrictions on engraving and stuff like that right now. Again, it would be nice to focus them, but I'm finding... I admit, because the Dwarf Fortress Wiki has been updated, I did want to take a look at what they had to say about the laborers, what kind of stuff people have figured out. But we'll just keep going like this for now. That's going to be all right. And some basic smoothing down these bedrooms that can make me fairly happy. Ore production's good. Constant supply of rock doors are still coming in, which is great. Do we have a bed job in here? I'm assuming we had a big one. Yeah, right here. Yeah, for our bedroom setup. Okay, so that's going to be fine. Because we don't have enough material to get all these bedrooms rocking and rolling yet. But they'll get there. Okay, how's the digging? I'm just going to zoom out and hit this button. There we go, to the lowest level. So it's been exposed to here. How many miners do we have operating here? Lots of people have it enabled, only selected have it, and we do have 4 people who do it exclusively. Are we... Oh, there's mining going on in the cavern levels. Right. So they're probably doing that first. Which is fine. Ooh, do we have water here? Nice. Okay, so we have a source of fresh water, which is really handy. I mean, dwarves drink alcohol, including dwarven children. They're fine with it. That's just natural for them. Cat has been stung by a honeybee. Wow. But when things are ill, when they're sick, they go and they do require some water in the hospital. I think water can also be used to clean wounds. And there's a couple other uses for water from time to time. But yeah, so it's nice to have access to it. We could even do fishing down here if we wanted. Giant cave toad. You know what? Let's just put a little kill command on this thing. One thing you can do is you can have your squad assigned to a burrow. What I could do, and that's actually not a bad idea. You know, this is a tutorial series and all. Let's tutorialize. Okay, so if we come down here, I'm going to make a new burrow. Oh, I do have a cavern 1 burrow, but what was the deal with it? I'm not sure. Center in this burrow. I'm not sure it's going to do what we want. We didn't have anyone assigned to it. No, okay. Let's repaint this burrow. We're going to make it completely occupy this floor. Basically, I'm going to have a burrow that covers all of the cavern layers. 1, and then over here. I mean, admittedly, not a lot of this is walkable, but that's going to be fine. And yeah, it would be nice if you could drag multiple Z levels with the burrow designation, but apparently you cannot with this. A lot of the tools... Okay, so that was the top of it. Go down, down, down. There we go. Start over here. A lot of the tools, like the designations for mining and stuff, do let you do multi-level designations, but not this. Okay, so... Done. So this is cavern 1. This burrow encompasses every single cavern floor. There's still maybe a little bit to discover, but we'll see. Then what I can do with this squad here is I can tell them to assign burrow defense. Bam. So as it says in the tooltip, assign a burrow defense order. The soldiers will patrol the burrow and attack any hostile creatures. This is a one-time command where they will go and do it. Now, actually, they'll just keep doing this forever. That's not necessarily what I want with this one. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a custom schedule here. I'm going to add a new routine, which is going to be Pat Patrol, Cav 1. Yeah? And we'll hit done. So now I have a... Oh, did it not stick? Pat Cav 1. There we go. Did it stick now? Routine number 5. Okay, no, it's there. Wait, did I make an extra one? Let me just reload this page. Eh, voyons. What's going on here? How do I delete one of these orders? Okay, add edit. That's... Oh, okay. So there's 2 different places where these things can be named. Interesting. Wonder why that's the case. Anywho, so we're going to have the special schedule, which is going to be to patrol Cavern 1. And what we're going to do is I'm going to set say, let's do this with at least 5 dwarves at any given time. Done editing. And then for the wires of packing here, which is this crew, we're going to do this. So they have a routine. Now I'm going to cancel their old job, which is defend Cavern 1. Now what's the difference? When you give them a direct command, I believe the dwarves will basically do that forever until they pass out, more or less. They can sort of break for some quality of life stuff, but I think this is a pretty, when you hit one of these buttons over here, it's a pretty solid do this now ASAP. With a schedule, it's a little bit more loosey-goosey in terms of the dwarves taking care of themselves. Also, especially if you set a limit, which I'd meant to do, I thought I had. Done editing. Brr. Okay, that was a little bit odd with this UI. There you go. And you can set specific dwarves to do it, but there you go. I want this. At least 5 defending Cavern 1. So I'm hoping that these dwarves will still do some quality of life stuff, but otherwise they're going to keep wandering this cavern here and routinely boop anything that gets spotted. So if someone runs into something hostile, one of these dwarves should hopefully go and kill it for us. You know what? I'm going to say yes to these guys, because sure, why not? So that's the hope anyway. How's our mining going on? If I sort here, dig, dig, dig. Where are you digging? Air up here. Whoa, 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 whoa. Did this get set? You're on priority 7. What's the priority of this dig job? Oh, this is also 7. Okay, let's redo this one as a 4. I'm just gonna go and draw over things here. There we go. I mean, I guess in a sense this was a low priority dig job, but not anymore. Now I really want to go and find the other cavern layers. I'm not really looking for cavern layer 2 necessarily, although it would be nice to know where it is. What I'm really looking for here is cavern layer 3, because that will be the magma sea. Actually, yeah, and then we had some more digging down there, but again, I suspect this is set to pretty low priority. Actually, is this just set to a normal mine? That's probably why that didn't happen. That looks like a normal mining command. Yeah, priority 1, but I think it was normal mining as opposed to up downstairs. So let's just scroll all the way down to the bottom, do that. So priority 4, but correctly doing the up downstairs. Yeah, so that wasn't happening before. All right, let's do it. So sorry, there's probably some comments about that in the last video, but I had not checked those yet. Diggy diggy hole. What do we got here? Native silver. What are we doing? We're doing steel battle axes, right? We actually might want to switch around to doing silver warhammers. Actually, that's not a terrible idea. I'm going to cancel the steel battle axes. Okay, we just had the repeating job. We'll take a look at the status. So, the 2 best craftable weapons that you can do in Dwarf Fortress, really, are steel battle axes or silver warhammers. And the deal is this. Steel is really good at holding an edge. So, edged weapons you want to make out of steel, or adamantine, but anyway. But yeah, generally speaking, with steel, you want to make edge weapons out of steel, and battle axes are quite good. Plus, very dwarfy, so steel battle axes. However, the other option is to make a bludgeoning weapon, a blunt weapon. With a blunt weapon, what you want is a mineral that's extremely dense. Silver is a great example of an extremely dense mineral. I believe gold would be a good candidate as well, but you can't schedule regular gold weapon crafting, if I recall correctly. We could check here. If I were tried to make, so if I can make a silver warhammer, that's fine. If I tried to make a gold warhammer, not an option. I believe it can happen from a dwarf going into a strange mood and making an artifact just randomly out of this material, but generally speaking, that's not going to be the case. So in terms of normal craftability, making a silver warhammer is your best bet for an extremely heavy bludgeoning weapon. Silver doesn't hold an edge very well, so it's not good for battle axes, but there you go. As far as I know, there's nothing in the game that has a particular sort of like, you know, resistance or vulnerability to particular materials. Like a silver weapon's not going to be better against were creatures or anything like that. But the silver warhammers are extremely heavy and do great damage. I think the optimal one depends a little bit on how armored things are and this and that, but those are basically the 2 good ones. Anyway, the reason I'm thinking of switching to silver warhammers, if I'm going to make more military units, is because that way we can keep all of our steel for our armor. Not that we have a shortage of it, because again, with the default settings in the Steam Edition Dwarf Fortress here, it defaults to extremely rich veins. So we had native silver. I also have galena over here, which is also a silver bearing ore. I think, is it silver and lead? Kind of want to say it's silver and lead. Let me do this. We can get these little gem clusters at the same time, because sure, why not? Granite's happening over there. Now, this is of course not helping us dig deeply and greedily, but speaking of, so we do have this, and I do think I have this tunnel set to go all the way down to the bedrock. There's our little mining floor at 51. Getting some bad thoughts. What's going on here? Get some frustrations from praying. It's a bit of a shame. Yeah. One more praying wouldn't be bad. Decent meals. Unable to fight. Are we not making good meals for our dwarves in this game? I thought we were, actually. Yeah, lavish meals. ... This is not working. Oh, because we have 20 meals kicking around. Okay. That should be fine. Ooh, mica. Very fun in real life. Very flaky mineral. Autosave. Boom, boom, boom. Now, the reason I do want to dig down is find magma C so we can set up magma smelters. Which, A, good, to, I think, to include as part of the tutorial. B, really good to ramp up our metal production. So I think I explained it last time when I originally set this digging down, but just for the record, the advantage of magma smelters is that you don't need coal to actually fire the smelters themselves. You still sometimes use the coal bars as part of like the steel manufacturing chain, I think. But you don't need anywhere nearly as much, which means you don't have to spend a bunch of time. Oh, there's someone with a wheelbarrow. You don't have to spend as much time producing all the coal. You don't have to worry about mining it out either. Which normally is very important in a fortress because there's no guarantee that you're going to have lignite or coal kicking around. So you're having to make things, you know, charcoalizing some trees, which is very time consuming. So lots of great incentive doing that. We have a snatcher. I mean, we should have enough stuff set up on the surface to hopefully boop those. I could set up a burrow with some auto defense on the surface. That's a possibility. We do have our barracks over here, which... Let me turn on, this is an available spot for any of our military dwarves to train. So hopefully they'll just randomly be some military dwarves hanging out around here, doing some sparring, and keeping themselves busy. Now, I don't have an armor stand or anything put in here. Normally, back in the day, you'd always have one because you would need an armor stand or a weapon stand or something like that to start your barracks from. But now we can just designate a zone. So I don't think it's critical. Oh, there we go. We're attacking the goblin thief. And it's all working out. This is as deep as we've gotten. Oh, why is the stairs slightly... Why is it only a 2x2 there? That's just me? Why, that's odd. Is it warm? Wait, do we seriously not get a big giant pause? For warm stone and a big pop-up? Okay. So warm stone means that we are near magma. Now there could be some right on the other side. And the problem with this is if we dig this out, magma could flow in. Certainly flow down the stairs. And depending on where the top of the magma level is, I mean, there could be a bit of upward flow from pressure. Although unless we've been sitting adjacent to a volcano this time and not realized it, we wouldn't get magma flowing up into any of our actual fortress levels. But yeah, I don't want to... Oh, that's really annoying. So it's only showing me the warm designation when I'm in the designation mode, not when I'm in race mode. Yeah, I don't really like that. Not keen on that. But okay, so this is warm over here. So there could be magma on the other side. There's a good chance we're above magma. So you'll have warm tiles above, like anywhere adjacent. So let's go up one more level. Let's go up this level here. And let's dig sort of... Oh, I was on auto. Let's dig this way. And then what we're going to do is we can dig a downstair command to poke and like see what's going on below us. We could also do a channel, either way. As long as it opens the ground below us, we'll see if maybe we're above a magma pool. What is this? Okay, minus 67. I don't think there's any hotkeys to go to specific levels. I guess what I can do is let's set a... Wow, I have very few hotkeys for this. All right, let's set an F5 hotkey over here. There you go, good. Come back to you in a second. All right, we got our little pigs here. If we do want some leather or bones on command, we can butcher them. I did cut down a lot of trees, so I should have lots of logs now, right? Yeah, it's a pretty decent number. I'm not sure if it counts the ones that aren't in a stockpile. No, I think it does. And we still have some tree designation for chopping. Good, okay. Keep that going on, please. Okay, at the end over here, I'm going to designate a stairwell downwards. See what happens. Oh, got canceled. Okay, not here. Not here. Not here. Digging designation canceled, warmstone located. Although that might have been an old message. But that must be what happens. All right, I don't like the designation or lack thereof. Okay, lots of warmstone over here. Okay, let's go above this. Let's just go one level for now. So we're on regular dig mode. Let's see what happens over here. If we bump into some more warmstone or not. So yeah, your dwarves, if you run into dampstone or warmstone, they stop digging. But then if you designate them to dig in warm or damp stone, then they'll go ahead and do it. They're fine with it, you know, if you tell them you should. And that's the thing. Sometimes it's perfectly safe. So again, here we might be above things. A human caravan has arrived. Really? Okay, well, let's move some goods over. Again, standard complaint that I wish this was a little bit different than it is, but it's fine. We'll just move some finished goods. I guess, actually, after I click on a category, it might be better. Just shrink this down. Go 6 grand. Some of these might have some artifacts in them. We'll see. Ammo. There might be some flagged as finished goods in here that I didn't click, but if they're not near the top, that means they don't have much in them, so it's okay. Cloth bin. Grab you. Ammo. Oh, something in here is not to be traded away. Okay, I'm going to reorganize that. Well, that's part of the armor bin, so I guess we weren't going to sell that anyway. Ammo. We have a lot of gems. There's some finished goods, although not much value. Still hoping for an improvement on this page. Okay. Let's do that. What if we check our... Well, first of all, our Baron... Oh, yeah, never got anything set up. What do you want? You don't want me to export greaves. And that's fine. I wasn't planning on doing that. We have a noble room. Where did I set that up? I thought it was just... Oh, right. It's these over here. So... Our Baron is Rimtar Obocht. Who owns these rooms? Captain of the Guard. No one owns this. Okay. Rimtar. Might not be fancy enough for you, but we'll see what we can do. Oh, Bard claimed this. Oh, because someone just needed a bedroom, so they grabbed that. Okay, so that's one. You also want your own tomb. Which, there you go. Do this, assign you to Rimtar. Excellent. Okay. So you have the rooms, you're okay there. Do you have everything you need? Yeah, because otherwise I think it would be highlighting a color. It's weird that it's just grayed out and not green. But yeah, you need 2 chests and presumably have 2 chests. Okay, so now you should be a lot happier, first of all. And yeah, you do have your chest and your weapon racks. All right, good. Excellent. While I'm here... Door, closest material, repeat. That's going to be... Okay, thank you. Thank you, custom pop-ups that I set up through the announcement file, but that I'm finding slightly annoying right this moment. I will have to go and do the trading as soon as it's done. Okay, out of doors. We can zone some bedrooms, multi-zone. Oh, is that making a bedroom in the middle here? No, okay. I was just misinterpreting the floor. There you go. Good. I was like pretty sure it's smart enough with the multi-tool. It will just zone things that are enclosed. Okay. So more dwarves are going to be able to claim custom bedrooms, so they won't have to sleep in the dormitory. So let's request our broker here. Rimtar currently having a meeting. There you go. Diplomacy. Okay, we got world news. I'm going to make sure there's a little bit of leather. Definitely some cloth. It sucks when you run out of that. I don't think we need any surface seeds. I think we've got a few anvils. I might put in and make sure that they come in, but I think overall we're okay. I mean, we could ask for foods and drink. Actually, we don't have a ton of drinks. We'll put in a request. Now, of course, this is our request for next year. All right, I'm going to call that good enough. And yeah, next year you'll pay premium for bucklers and things, but we're just selling you mugs. Deal with it. That's the way it's going to go. All right, we need Rimtar. Get over here. Conducting a meeting. So Rimtar is like, he's wearing many hats, actually. He's also our manager. I wonder at this point if we might, by any chance, have a better broker available. No, it really is Rimtar. At least it does work his social skills, which a lot of his jobs will benefit from. Combat drill. Trade a depot. Thank you. There we go. That's what I want. And trade. All right. No. I mean, we'll take rough gems, sure, because we can cut them for a pretty good profit. And I'll buy logs because it's fairly time efficient. Some flasks for our military is fine. And some random musical instruments that maybe we'll use in our places. Gnome blight, reverse right. I don't know what gnome blight is. I don't think it's booze. Random bucket, so we always need some buckets. I'll get an extra mining pick. I don't know how many we've got. Anything large is sized for humans and not dwarves. We'll buy off all these bags. And then all your material bins. Okay, that's getting to 11,000, which we should be able to do. Yeah, see, there's an artifact in here, which is actually the most value of this bin. Let's see if we can trade non-artifacty bins. Trade a profit. Okay, you're turning a profit now. Hold on. Gems. You did bring an anvil, so I'll grab that. I'll grab some meat. I mean, we're not bad on food. But what the heck? Various threads, please. Backpack. Okay, not that one, because it's wickedly expensive. But our military likes that. We'll get some extra quivers in case we need them, although I don't think we really do. Cheeses. Okay, now you're no longer returning a profit. But I can throw this bin in here. Okay, now you're making a huge profit. Parchment. Let me backtrack, take this one off. And this is a little tedious. Although, we got some fancy mugs. Those are the ones that are encrusted with gems. There you go. So you don't need as many individual clicks. Okay, you're making a $3,000 profit. I'm sure you're going to be happy with that. Trade. Seriously? Wow, you're getting another 3,000 gold piece mug. All right, fine. Yeah, you're going to be ecstatic, I bet. All right. We don't need a trader anymore. Thank you very much for that. Let's F5 over here. Okay, so here we've got... Okay. If we check here, no warm stone, and included the downstairs. However, it didn't do the downstairs next level because that's warm. But that is going to be safe. Because even if there's magma here, although I suspect there's not, even if there's magma here, it won't flow back up into the fortress because we're going to be on the top layer. Liquid pressures are something that sort of exists in Dwarf Fortress. They work in kind of funky ways, but generally speaking, I mean, you won't have liquids going above their normal resting level, which makes sense in reality. I guess it's not so much that there's real pressure as much as just gravity feed systems. Just waiting for miners. I mean, we were pretty deep down, so it makes sense that it takes for miners a little while to get here. Like, fair. See, this would be nice to have maybe an alert, but I don't really need alerts at all when people are visiting or change their title, for example. Okay, let's check here. Yeah, all warm, including this, and I'm betting it's because we're above. So I'm going to designate another mining down here. And I am expecting one of these at some point. No one's doing this right away? Oh, wrong command. Stairs. From here to there. Why aren't you blinking? The miners started doing something else instead. So this floor here had a bunch of warm stone, but I'm willing to bet it's totally okay. We could probably mine all that out and be fine. What are miners doing? Where are they digging? Oh, they might have started a digging job in the giant caravan or cavern of doom, and then when they finish, they'll process this. Maybe there's just a lot of running back and forth, but I'm worried. Did I misdesignate something? I don't think so. I think we're okay. I can do this. Down, dig. Yeah, it must happen. All right, we'll come back to you in a sec. You guys are chilling there. Ah, there we go. Discovered an unusual volcanic wall studded with gems. Ooh. Ooh, that's a different message than before, I think. All right, discovered a great magma sea. So someone did come and dig out this tunnel here. And there we go. So this level here, okay, this level has magma. So it says magma 7 of 7. So this is literally a cube filled with magma. It's not above magma. But that's actually kind of perfect for us. See, over here, it's... Oh, it's even up over here. Wait. Is it really? It's open space. Oh, no, there's magma flow. Yeah, okay, never mind. This is all open space. So the actual magma level is over here, and this is open space. Oh, you got magma flow and open space. I'm a little confused. There are different Z levels. Can I turn off the multi-view temporarily to kind of get what we're going for here? Game? There you go. Number of lower elevation layers to show. If I change this to 0, okay, that is working, but I guess it's still showing me. I'm a little confused. Magma 7 of 7. No, I think there is magma here. I think magma flow is different. It's like permanent magma, whereas this is magma that could flow. I don't know. We're going to find out in a scooch to see if this works. I'm a little confused by the display. Let me re-enable the multi-level view, though, because it is generally quite nice. Okay. So let's assume there's actually magma right here, even though I'm not 100% sure that's the case. Okay, level 4. What we're going to do is we're going to dig out an area here that we're going to try to set up for our magma smelterage. Yeah, okay, I guess we'll go 3x3 here just because that'll be nicely centered. Sure, why not? And we'll probably want to carve out some rooms around here with some little food stockpiles or something, so our miners don't have to go quite as far if they want to break, but let's leave this for now. Yeah, it's going to take them forever to get over here. Floor 66. What I'm going to do is my little hotkeying system here. I'm going to reset it to over here. There we go. Okay. Let's leave that for a minute and see what happens. We've got a little brook over here. Okay, see, this tile here has the brook in it, 7 of 7, so the other one must have magma. Okay. But I'm a little confused, although happily so. If magma really does occupy to here, 7 of 7, and our staircase is here, I'm kind of expecting the water to flow back up this way. Or the magma to flow back up this way, so I don't know. We'll take it. We're fine. Everything's okay. So with our magma smelters, which we can build through workshops and furnaces over here, we've got all the magma versions. They have to sit on at least one open tile that is exposed to magma below. And I think directly below. I don't think it's multiple Z levels. So we're going to find out if this works or not. If it turns out this is actually open space, although I think it's open space filled with lava, but if it's not, if it is actually just open space, what we can do is we can build a floor here and use that as our foundation for our smelters. But if it is actually these tiles have magma actually in it, which I am thinking that it actually does, then this will be the floor we want. And we'll have to poke some little holes so that our magma furnaces can access the magma below. Oh, 34 minutes in. Well, you know what? It's a great place to put in a cut. So we're going to do that now. And next episode, we're going to get the furnaces up and running. and just absolutely magnify how quickly our metals industry is going to work. Folks, thanks a lot for watching. I'm going to see you guys next time. Bye-bye.